Who had the saddest fate? Death. Rewatching all of AA's and had me thinking which character had the saddest fate. I think Pepper Penny from Freak Show, aka Lizard Girl. Her father did that to her BC she loved someone? Her dad deserved what he got. Moira O'Hara. First she screwed that guy, then realized it was wrong because he was married. Then the guy tries to rape her, and Constance mistakes it for cheating and murdered her. Then she was stuck there in the house. She could only leave on Halloween and just for the night. The evil was so strong she couldn't go to heaven with her mother and was stuck in the house. In Apocalypse, she was freed by the witches. She barely got free only for it to be undone by Mallory. Moira is by far one of the saddest stories. Omgog, I always forget about her. But Def agreed. My headcanon is that it doesn't get undone. Based on the ending of that season, we can tell that at least Nan and Papa Legba know and are unaffected by the time changes. I think the changes probably only affect the natural world, not spirits and afterlives. Moira was already a spirit and had moved on to heaven, so I don't think she would be affected by the natural world. This raises another question. What about the ghosts Michael murdered? Wasn't it confirmed that ghosts live on a different parallel than us, so she got to stay with her mom? Well, yes, it doesn't affect them, but literally her bones would still be where they were before. It makes me so sad for her. She was my favorite, and she was finally happy. I'm sure she's so confused about the time and stuff and why she's back. No, I remember Ryan or someone confirmed that the time travel didn't undo her freedom. Damn, I forget this shit gets undone. Freak Show, Ma Petite Coven, Kyle Spencer, Luke Ramsey, Misty Day Asylum, Pepper, Murder House, Moira Red Tide, Doris Gardner, NYC, Theo Graves, Gino Borelli, Barbara Reed, and Adam Carpenter. God, I felt so bad for Doris, and Red Tide NYC is horrible too for killing off so many characters that just don't deserve it. I'm on a rewatch of that season, RN. I can't remember, does Adam contract AIDS? Or is his fate just sad because everyone around him dies? At the end of the last episode, I think you can see small lesions on Adam. Even if he didn't have AIDS, losing so many close loved ones the way he did is a true horror story regardless. Addie's death has always stuck with me. She just wanted to be a pretty girl. I thought she was stunning anyway. But her death broke me, Luke. MF Luke in Coven. His mother deserved what Nan gave her. Frrr! Doris Gardner from Red Tide. One that not a lot of people talk about is Shelley from Asylum. That one always stuck out to me. Apart from being extremely graphic, it was just very sad. She was a decent person whose only fault was having a sexual disorder, and her fate was to be tortured and given a slow and very painful death by that evil Nazi Pepper, born with a disability, abandoned by her sister in an orphanage, widowed at a young age, brought back to her sister who proceeded to frame her for murder with the help of her horrible husband, and then sent to an asylum for the rest of her days. She was kind and innocent. Some would say she deserved the world, but actually, the world sucks and not everyone gets what they deserve. It was most sad when all the freaks got blasted in Freak Show by Dandy. Yes, but his justice was swift and very sweet. Meep broke my damn heart, Misty Day. She was so innocent. Did Pepper die off-screen? I don't seem to remember it. She did. Jude was told Pepper died by the staff. Coven's Pembroke, after her breakdown when she didn't know. It had been a couple years since the asylum was turned over to the state. Oh, right! Totally missed that, I don't think so. I just meant her whole story and fate was sad. Oh, okay, my bad. I automatically assumed death for your pick asterisk Ma Petite has entered the chat. The one night she finally does something free from Constance grip and happiness is her last. For a woman like Constance to fall apart like that hits hard. I feel like not enough people talk about Nan. Nan's fate isn't too sad, TBH. Papa Legba loves her and she enjoys being down in hell. Her death was unnecessary, though Lee Harris bound herself to such a god-awful place for eternity solely for the love of her daughter. I felt it was Sister Jude. I think she honestly realized how bad of a person she was and really tried to be good for Kit's Cuds at TGE end. It's like as soon as she was redeemed, she died. Sister Jude has such a sad story. You hate her at first, but honestly, I just feel sympathy for her because she's been manipulated for years by her boss, who then locks her away, Kyle. I relate to him. You died in a bus crash and got Frankenstein together into the perfect BF. They might be talking about the SSA Kyle went through in terms of saddest fate. If you don't consider the update in Season 8, Misty Day being stuck in such a horrifying hell, replaying over and over was an incredibly sad fate. At least the ghosts have more agency and a free day to roam once a year. Saddest death was either Sister Jude or Patrick, S11, in terms of the emotional response watching it. Murder House, The Braces Twins and Ben Harmon Asylum, Adam Levine's character, and Dr. Ardencoven, Spaulding and the Axeman Freak Show, Twisty the Clown and Dandy Hotel, James Patrick March and the Countess Tildy OK, but in all seriousness, LM Fau Tilda Murder House, Vivian plus Violet Harmon and Moira Asylum, Shelley and Sister, Mary Eunice Coven, Nan and Misty Freak Show, Meep and Ma Petite Hotel, Hypodermic Sally, and can't remember who else really I haven't rewatched in a while. One person I thought of for Hotel was Scarlett. She had shitty-ass parents. Babette Eno, from the seasons I watched, was only 21 and had a promising career. Michael, I always cry. Michael? As in Destroyer of the World Michael? Right, Lowell, you mean the Antichrist, the Antichrist? That's your pick?